Hello! Today I'm sharing 5 amazing drugstore beauty products that I've been using regularly and loving. I was originally saving these makeup and skincare products for other videos, but because I've been using them so much in my daily routine, I didn't want to hold on to them anymore. I didn't want to gatekeep. I just wanted to go ahead and share them with you. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and let's go ahead and get into these amazing drugstore products that I think you're going to love. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to start with makeup or skincare, but since I talk so much about under eye concealer here on my channel, specifically for those of you who are maturing a little bit, I'm in my mid-40s, the struggle becomes harder and harder the older we get, especially if you have dryness or texture or fine lines. So I decided to start with under eye concealer because I found a fantastic one that a lot of you have been asking me to try. So this is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. Now, I didn't realize this came in a pump bottle until I bought it to try. I wish more concealer brands would put their concealers in pumps. It's not only sanitary, it's quick and easy to dispense. It's less messy. You can dispense a tiny amount at a time. Plus, you can mix 2 shades so easily and dip your finger, your sponge, or your brush in and apply it super easily. Now, I have 2 shades here. I have light and beige. If you think you're my skin twin, if you have light, medium skin with neutral leading warm undertones. If I'm concealing my face, beige works really nicely. If I'm wanting to brighten my under eye area, I enjoy using light. Most of the time, I mix them about half and half. Now, there is a shade in between called Vanilla. I can't remember if it was out or if it was too yellow toned. I don't like using yellow tones underneath my eyes. It kind of makes me look sick. I prefer a neutral or a peachy undertone. So this has a very thin consistency to it. It's a little bit runny. It gives you plenty of time to work with it to blend it out before it sets down. I would almost say that those of you who aren't prone to creasing may not even have to set it. I am prone to creasing right under my lash line, and I barely crease there. I only need a light dusting of powder. Now, this is a medium coverage serum concealer that gives 24 hours of hydration. It feels very lightweight and comfortable all day long. That's one of the reasons why I didn't try it for a little while, is because of the medium coverage. I typically go for fuller coverage concealers because I have discoloration underneath my eyes. I also have tear troughs, so I need a little bit of shadow help. So with this concealer, I do typically wear a corrector underneath it to help my discoloration. If you don't have dark circles, you may not need to do that. The finish is so beautiful and so skin-like because of how thin it is. It meshes with my skin beautifully. I will say it doesn't matter if I wear a corrector underneath or not, if I set it with powder or not. The finish is beautiful and flattering. It never emphasizes anything it shouldn't. I always feel like my under eye area looks lovely when I'm wearing this concealer. I have it on today with a corrector underneath. Now here on camera with the lights in front of me so that you can actually see colors and see me, I always feel like my under eye shadows, my tear troughs look worse than they do in real life. In natural lighting, I just find this to be such a flattering everyday concealer that's affordable. It's available from the drugstore. Now, I got these from CVS. The shade selection was a little limited when I was there. You can get them online as well. I'll have everything sourced for you in my description box and linked the way I always do. If you're on mobile, you just tap the title and the description box drops down. To see more of the description box, you just hit more. I've been asked that a lot lately. I don't know if they changed something, but I just wanted to let you guys know because it's not evident how to get to the description box when you're on mobile. If you want a skin-like, natural looking concealer that just looks beautiful and flattering under your eyes, if you have dryness, if you have texture, if you're a little bit more mature, I think this is a fantastic concealer from the drugstore. I feel like I owe you an apology for waiting this long to tell you about the nighttime moisturizer I've been using for some time now. If you've been following my channel, you know I love me some high-end skincare, specifically high-end moisturizers. I'm not saying I'll never use another high-end moisturizer or rotate it into my skincare routine, but lately, this has been the moisturizer I've been using. I even decanted it and brought it with me on my last 2 trips. This is the Olay Regenerist Collagen Peptide 24. This isn't just a basic moisturizer. This has great anti-aging ingredients in it. I just feel like my skin looks so nice when I'm using this. I don't know if you can tell how much is gone from this. I would say it's probably about down to there right now. So the peptides that are in this help with your skin's own natural renewal process, basically. The texture is just lovely. It's fragrance free. Let me put this jar down. I find that this sinks in so nicely, and so my skin just feels nice and moisturized, but it doesn't feel greasy or tacky. Now keep in mind, I have combination skin that gets oily in the T-zone, but I can also get some dryness around my perimeter. This just works really well for my skin type. This also has niacinamide, which is vitamin B3. My skin does really well with niacinamide. It can help with skin cell turnover, keeping your pores nice and clear. It's got provitamin B5, and the alcohol you see in it is the good fatty alcohol. It's not the drying alcohol. I just really love the way my skin looks when I use this regularly. This is what I've been using at night. I still use my regular daytime moisturizers, but this has been my nighttime moisturizer. There's an entire Collagen Peptide 24 line. There's a max version of this I'm kind of interested in trying. I don't know if it would make my skin even more even toned and healthy looking than this does. I have no idea. There's an eye cream. There's also a cleanser that I've been using. This is not the product for this video. This is. I enjoy this. This has some scrubbies that you could feel. So I think this would be hit or miss for people, but I do enjoy it. This to me could be a high-end product and you wouldn't know the difference. I love it that much. Let's talk about what's on my eyes today. I'm so impressed with the quality, and it's less than $4. This is the Coral Me Maybe palette from Essence, and there are different colors. They even have purple and blue and some other ones that I don't have here. My next video is going up on Monday, and I use this same palette, just kind of mixing up the colors just slightly. The shades blend out so beautifully. It's such an easy to use palette, both the mattes and the shimmers. There's no fallout from the shimmers at all. They glide on the lid so easily. I even lined with this today. So for me, with blue eyes, I've just really been liking this one, especially for the spring and the summer. What I like too is that the shimmers aren't chunky or too metallic. They're a little bit soft. They're pretty flattering. It's just really easy to work with, and it wears well during the day. And because each palette has a single color theme, it's very easy to create kind of a one and done monochromatic look. And you can also mix and match palettes very easily because they're $3.99 a piece. I know a lot of you are really wanting cool grays, that kind of look. I mean, this taupe one is perfect for that. If you have blue eyes like I do, I would definitely check out the bronze palette. These are just the ones that spoke to me, but there are other ones to choose from. I just don't think you can go wrong with these. I wasn't expecting as much as I got from the quality. I've just been impressed, obsessed, and reaching for this one constantly, and I will be reaching for the others. Now, I did share this in an Amazon video, but it needs to be shared again because I had some questions about the Neutrogena Retinol Pro Plus Power Serum. That's a mouthful. I have completely switched over my retinol product that was prescription to this. It started when it was colder outside and I was just having a problem using my retinol as much as I wanted to because it was just making my skin a little bit too sensitive. So I didn't feel like I was truly getting the benefits that I could get from it. So I switched over to this to try it out. That was my main reason. And then I realized I was really, really liking it. And so this has been it for me ever since. I'm able to use this every single night, and I feel like this is just doing such great things for my skin. It's giving me the benefits that I should be getting from a retinol, and I don't need a prescription for it. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg. It's available to anyone. You know, a lot of over-the-counter formulations, I mean, some of them are pretty harsh, but some of them that are good for sensitive skin don't really do anything, and this one actually does. So it has 0.5% pure retinol. It's in this lightweight serum that just sinks right into the skin. It says to apply 4 to 5 drops. I have a small face, so I usually do 3 or 4. I wait until my face is dry after I wash it, and then I apply my moisturizing products a little bit after. Because the retinol is in these nourishing emollients, I just don't feel like my skin is being stripped. Yet I do feel like it's helped with my skin tone, my texture, the smoothness of my skin. My pores look better than they have in a long time. It's lightweight, it's fast absorbing. My skin has just been looking great since I started with it. So I wanted to share this in this video because I have been getting some questions about how I've been using this, if it's replaced my other previous retinol product, and it has. I absolutely adore it. I think it's a great option that's more affordable than a lot of other effective options. And so if you also have sensitive skin, if you have dark spots, if you have fine lines, wrinkles, texture that you're wanting to target, if other retinol forms are too harsh for your skin, this might be an option for you, as it has been for me. I've tried a few Wet n Wild brushes that I've had good luck with, but for some reason I never tried the angled eyeliner brush. I don't know how I came across it. I was doubtful. I'm pretty picky about my angled eyeliner brushes, or any eyeliner brush in general. And when I got it, I noticed that it's a little bit fatter than most angled eyeliner brushes that I like to use. But I tried it anyway with an open mind, and to my surprise, I really enjoy this brush. And I want to say it's maybe $1, maybe $2. So I personally would not use this for brows. I know some people do, but I need more filling in and a natural hair look. This is a little bit too fat for that. But what I love about this is that I can wiggle this in right at the base of my lashes, and it kind of gives me a 2-in-1. It tight lines right at the base of my lashes and gives me eyeliner at the same time. Whereas thinner brushes, I don't know, it takes a little bit longer. This is what I lined with today. I also can do a little flick, and it kind of gives it a smoky effect. And then I can just go in and fill it in. So I don't have to switch between a super fine brush when I want to smoke out my line, which I typically do. I smoke out my eyeliner most days now because the fold, the crease of my eye crosses right where I place that line. Things happen as we age, right? And so smoking things out means I don't have to be as precise. And this just kind of allows me to make kind of a fine line. I can then just turn it and kind of, I don't know, smoke things out very easily. I mean, you could have 10 of these things on hand and do different things, use them for different colors. I think the reason why it works so well for so many different things is because it's not quite as narrow as my mini angled brushes that I do love and use all the time, but it's not as wide as the typical angled brush, like the MAC angled brush. It's Goldilocks, if you will, but with a little bit more width this way. That means it smudges. I hope all of that made sense. But the good thing is that because it's so inexpensive, you can grab one and see for yourself if it works. This has been a fantastic find and one of my least expensive. Okay, so those are my 5 amazing drugstore makeup and skincare products I've been loving so much lately, and I just had to share with you. If you have any drugstore products that you've been loving, I would love to hear about them in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already. If you're interested in more great finds, I'll link my most recent Amazon video here so you can check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.